Every Christmas, there is a carol concert held at the big station. The town band plays and many people from all over the island come to sing around the Christmas tree. Afterwards, there is always a special treat for the children, and this year, the Fat Controller wanted the party to be an extra special celebration. It was 2 days before the carol concert, and everyone was very busy getting ready for the special night. The engines were all very excited too. They'd all been helping with the preparations as well, and now Henry, Gordon and Thomas were waiting at the big station for the Fat Controller to give them their final orders. "I have important jobs for you all," said the Fat Controller. "Henry, you are in charge of delivering the cards, letters and parcels. Gordon, you will bring the mayor." The Fat Controller paused impressively. "And Thomas, I've decided to give you the special task of fetching the Christmas tree. First you will look after Annie and Clara until you get back." Thomas beamed with pride. "Yes, sir. Will we be able to sing carols again too, sir?" "We shall see," promised the Fat Controller. That night, Percy sulked in the shed. "Why does Thomas get to fetch the Christmas tree?" he asked. "There's nothing he could do that a smart green engine like me couldn't." "Never mind, Percy. We get to bring people to the concert. Surely that's just as important," put in Toby. "Pa, anyone would think Thomas was just special or something." But Thomas didn't care what they said. He thought he had the most important job of all. Next morning, Thomas set off to collect the Christmas tree. It would be nice to sing carols again, he sighed as he puffed along on his important mission. The little engine had to go down Edward's line to pick up the tree. The Fat Controller had ordered Thomas to be back by tea time. Thomas picked up the tree safely and set off on his return journey. I mustn't be late, he thought. The Fat Controller is relying on me. But it had been snowing again, and large snowdrifts lay ahead. As Thomas rushed into the tunnel, there was trouble! Not again! Thomas tried to turn his wheels, but it was no good. He was well and truly stuck. More snow fell, and before long, Thomas was completely buried. It had been snowing at the big station too. The workmen were busy clearing a path for the visitors. The other engines waited anxiously for Thomas to come back with the Christmas tree. They waited and waited. "Perhaps," suggested Gordon, "he's stuck in a tunnel somewhere." Henry let off steam indignantly. "He's much more likely to have turned down the wrong line." "He could have run into a cow," thought Donald. "Oh, I do hope he's okay. I was rather rude to him last night." "Silence," boomed the Fat Controller. "We know that Thomas collected the tree safely, but now the snow has brought down the telephone wires. We must assume that Thomas is stranded somewhere near the port station." The engines all felt sorry for poor Thomas. "We're near going to leave the poor engine in that, are we, sir?" asked Douglas. "Certainly not. Donald and Douglas, please rescue Thomas at once," ordered the Fat Controller. "Okay, sir. You can count on us." Quickly, Donald was coupled to the works coach. Cold but confident, the twins set off. At the junction, the twins found Toby, Daisy and Edward. "The Fat Controller has cancelled all trains until Thomas has been found, so take care out there," said Toby. "Come back safely with Thomas and the missing Christmas tree," added Edward, whistling good luck. Donald and Douglas puffed bravely on, but the snow was getting thicker now. Donald wanted to stop for a rest, but Douglas wouldn't let him. "Wait, if Thomas is lying hurt somewhere." Great snowdrifts lay across Edward's branch line. Again and again, Donald and Douglas forced their ploughs into the deep snow. Each time they managed to move slowly forward. Then they stopped and paused for breath. "What's that?" hissed Douglas. "I can hear something." Very faintly, there came a muffled cry. "Probably the wind," insisted Donald. "Nee, listen," said Douglas. "Och, it's Thomas," they cried together. "Come on, let's get him out. He'll be frozen to the frames in there." The men began to dig the snow away. Thomas's driver and fireman, who had taken shelter in a nearby cottage, came out to help too. And, before long, they had dug Thomas and the missing Christmas tree out of the snow. Thomas was pleased to see the twins, but he was feeling cold and miserable. The men coupled Thomas facing Donald, while Douglas pulled from the other side. Before long, they had all set off on their journey home. When the engines arrived back at the big station, everyone gave Thomas such a warm welcome that he began to feel quite cheerful again. The Christmas tree was quickly unloaded, put into its tub and decorated for the carol concert. It was a great rush to get the station ready, and by the time the mayor and visitors came crowding in, everything looked quite splendid. The Fat Controller stood in front of the engines. "As your reward for all your hard work today," he said, smiling, "you may go and enjoy the carols. Be quick now." "Yes, sir," said the engines together. They took their places for the carol concert. "1, 2, 3. Suddenly, as if by magic, the station was flooded with lights, and there in the centre of it all was the Christmas tree, decorated with coloured lamps, stars and lights. Then the Fat Controller shouted, "3 cheers for Thomas the Tank Engine, Donald, Douglas and all their friends." And everyone clapped and cheered. The engines were delighted. Suddenly there was a strange whirring noise. It seemed to come from the sky. Everybody looked up.
"Oh, bother, not him!"
And there, with his landing lights shining brightly, was Harold the helicopter. He came down gently in the snow, and out stepped a figure wearing a red cloak. Everybody cheered louder. It was Father Christmas. "Merry Christmas, Thomas, and to all your friends." Ho, ho, ho. The carol party was a great success. Afterwards, Thomas and Percy went back to their shed together. "I'm sorry I was rude before, Thomas." "That's all right, Percy. I'm sorry for thinking I was so important for picking up the tree." "You certainly learned your lesson." "I did. It's no fun getting stuck in the snow, but it was well worth it for the party."
"Merry Christmas, Thomas."
"Merry Christmas, Percy." "Oi! Oh, sorry. Happy Christmas, everyone." You've been listening to the smooth vocal tones of Sodor's NWR Steam. For contacts and inquiries, please go on my Twitter, or better yet, don't contact me. I don't wish to talk to you. I don't wish to talk to anyone. I live a life of solitude, and I will never, ever, ever celebrate Christmas.
Snowdrift, yeah, China.
Happy Christmas! Have a good one. Please don't put this in the video. Please, this was a mistake. I'm so. Please don't do that.